Hello folks. So first thing is first, I'm a bit tired of all the speculation surrounding Wuchang, and I'm sure most of you are too. So I've gone ahead and reached out to Jia Xian, the game director for Wuchang, and hopefully in the coming days or weeks, I'll have a video or two with some concrete facts. I can't promise anything, but given I am #1 on YouTube for Wuchang news, let's cross all of our little fingers and toes that hopefully Jia Xian reaches back out and is open to answering some questions and or clearing some things up. Now, with that said, I released this Wuchang video just under a week ago, and it officially marked the saddest day for this channel so far. In the video, I explain that an influencer who is to some extent associated with Wuchang's game director Jia Xian had sat down with him, and Jia Xian commented that there would be no DLC for Wuchang or historically inspired content moving forward. While since publishing this video, it would appear that this is not true, and not only do we have the influencer going back on this statement, but we have a plethora of instances where he has been very inaccurate or just outright wrong. Before that, I do apologise profusely for the previous video. Truth be told, I had a weekend away planned for the first time in over a year of doing this, and I wanted to publish a video on the Friday I was leaving to help make up for the fact I wouldn't be posting over the weekend. So on Thursday night, when I was throwing the script together, I neglected to dig further into the issue beyond what was covered in the previous video, and it's only been since I've gotten back that I have dived in even further. I can only apologise, it's certainly not my intention to report on completely inaccurate information, and up till now I do feel I've done a pretty good job so far. That is to say, I'm just treating this as a slip-up, and hope you all do too, but again, I am very sorry. Anyway, as for the plethora of false reports and misinformation, the first thing you do all need to see is this post made right here on the Wuchang Facebook page. A huge thank you to Reddit user Coldbringer709 for linking this to me via Reddit, as I likely wouldn't have found it myself. Now, as for the post, it goes as follows. I'm lucky enough to have finished my first playthrough before patch 1.5, then I moved on to playing other games. In the meantime, I, along with many Wuchang fans, have been combating the Wuchang radicals and or the Ming Dynasty fanboys for their cyberbullying of the Lindsay studio and the producer himself. Now, for those who cannot comprehend anything other than it's the CCP, the Chinese state media CCTV actually covered the game in a positive way on the 30th of August, in the midst of chaos, to put the foot down on the witch hunt. From the very beginning, Lindsay understood that the game should stay well clear from ethical feuds, but unfortunately, that's what got them on the wrong side of the radicals mentioned above. I am disappointed at how they patched the game, but given that the producer himself is rumoured to have received death threats, I cannot blame the studio. What ensued was an online battle between the pro-Wuchang gamers and the haters, which is still going on to this day. For those who are literate in Chinese and are interested, you'll be able to find all of the trails on Bilibili from both sides. Now, about the no DLC rumour, there's no statement regarding a DLC from the studio at all. All of the no DLC talks are either speculations or gaming media trying to clickbait. Here's a link to one of the debunking videos. Now, immediately, this leads us right back to square one in regards to Wuchang's future, as basically nothing has changed, and we now have enough proof here to show that. How we know this is, the influencer that announced Jia Xian had said no DLC for Wuchang has since said he actually doesn't know. And other than him, there is no other source out there saying there will or won't be DLC, so for now, we simply just do not know. What is good news, however, is I wasn't aware that the CCP actually looked upon Wuchang favourably and had a positive opinion. Now, I had heard a few things regarding this, but honestly, folks, I am going to level with you all regarding this Wuchang drama as a whole. It has been incredibly difficult to follow in places due to the language barrier, and there are an incredible amount of opinions out there with very little facts. Specifically, what I mean is, I've read thousands of comments at this point, ranging from people who state they live in China and everyone hates Wuchang, to people saying it's not even Chinese gamers, it's just disgruntled netizens. It's been incredibly difficult to differentiate between fact and fiction, and if you've been following along with my videos these past few months, you'll notice that I've tried my hardest to toe the line and not state too many things as fact. Even now, with this statement right here, as well worded and as sourced as this is, I can't vet the links because they go straight to Bilibili, and there are no English subs available. This is just one person's post, and it's important to remember that regarding almost everything. Hence why I've now reached out to Jia Xian myself, so hopefully soon we do have some clear info moving forward. In regards to potentially discussing Wuchang with Jia Xian, I would preferably arrange some questions for him to answer in his own time, rather than try and do anything interview style, given, again, the language barrier. So if you all go ahead and leave what you'd like to be asked in the comments below, I will consider adding it in, but I won't make any promises, as at this point, I don't even know if it will happen. As for the influencer, we won't spend too long here, but just scrolling through this forum, we can see that he has backtracked on his previous comments regarding no DLC, and then upon scrolling through, there are many instances of others pointing out as and when he has been wrong over the past few months. We could go deeper, but honestly, we don't need to. He's been wrong an awful lot, is very unreliable as far as sources go, and that's likely the last we'll talk of him moving forward. So, to summarize on all of that, please ignore the previous video. The source for that information has since backtracked on what he said, meaning we don't know what's in store for Wuchang moving forward. And until Jiasian reaches out to myself and or we receive an announcement or update, we will just have to wait and see. Outside of all of this, Wuchang did sell very well, all things considered, and both Lindsay and 505 Games do consider it a success. Couple this with the fact that the CCP were actually supportive of Lindsay, and the backlash surrounding Wuchang in China appears to be a back and forth issue, things don't necessarily look great or bad for Wuchang right now. It would appear that Jiasian was receiving death threats and being stalked by an individual with a pair of scissors, and these factors combined ultimately led to the initial censoring, so as to hopefully resolve the issue in one foul swoop. I'm unsure as to how much things may have continued or escalated since, but at least this helps shed a little bit more light on the entire scenario, which has been quite unclear due to the majority of it taking place entirely within China and on Chinese-based platforms. If this were an issue with a Western developer, then we would have a lot more clarity just because all of this would be taking place on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, etc. But it simply is what it is. Now, moving forward, I'll wait to see if I hear back from Jiasian. As I said before, drop your questions below if you do have any, and I'll see what I can do. Outside of this, I will be back with more Wuchang when we either have announcements or developments that warrant a video being made. Otherwise, I will be busy with the usual workflow instead, which, as it currently stands, is Kazan, Wuchang, Silksong, Cronus, and Dying Light the Beast news and update videos, along with a series of videos leading up to the Bloodlines 2 launch, and then that will be included into the news roster too. Then I plan to cover the Outer Worlds 2 and Ark Raiders over the coming weeks, along with Where Winds Meet releasing next month, as well as a return to Stalker 2 for its PlayStation 5 release in November also. So absolutely tons going down with the channel, and all the chance that other titles will find their way over too. The Valor Mortis playtest is still available on PC until the 13th of October, and you will find a sign-up link below for the playtest, so do feel free to check that out. It's scheduled for a 2026 launch, and will also be featured on the channel in the future. Anyway, that would be it for this one, folks. I'll be back very soon with plenty more, and I do of course have a range of guide and news videos on the channel already, so do feel free to stop on by and check things out. Otherwise, thanks for watching, folks, and until next time, peace.